In Sunny's office, Holly asks for discretion regarding their negotiation. Sunny doesn't even know what they're talking about. Diane interrupts but makes a quick retreat upon seeing Sunny's busy with Holly. Alone again, Holly dumps out diamonds from her bag onto Sunny's desk. She assures him they are untraceable should he move them for her. Sunny says he might be able to help her out in exchange for a sizable cut. Outside Robert's office, Anna leaves a voicemail warning Jason that Sidwell's been spotted in Miami. She enters Robert's office and tells him she knows about Sasha. Robert defends Holly but assures Anna he's already put a DNA test into effect. However, Sasha has his mother's eyes. He wants to be the one to tell Robin. Anna says Robin always wanted a sister and leaves. At the Savoy, Rick tells Trina, her family, and the rest of the guests that Heather is going free. When they blame him, Rick insists he thought she'd just be relocated to a more appropriate facility, not released. Portia yells at him for unleashing a monster and putting her daughter's life at risk. Ann Curtis accuses him of releasing a murderer for profit. Molly says blaming her father isn't the answer. If Rick's not to blame, Curtis wonders, then who is? TJ asks how Molly can defend her father. She retorts that she's defending the law. TJ storms out, and Rick makes a sincere apology to the Ashfords before leaving with Molly. Curtis and Portia inform Trina she'll be staying with them. Trina loves them and appreciates their concern, but there's no way she's moving back home. In the hospital break room, Lucas wants Isaiah to walk him through the transplant. But Isaiah wonders how Lucas is going to scrub in on a surgery involving his sister and cousin. Lucas couldn't refuse Sam but wonders why Isaiah is doing it. Isaiah tells him his best friend Lucky asked him to. And if Lulu has a shot in hell of surviving, she'll need him. After leaving the Savoy, Joss vents to Dex at his apartment about Heather going free. As they remember finding an injured Brit, Dex wishes he'd gotten to her sooner. She might still be alive. Joss wonders if he ever wishes he killed Heather. All the time, he admits. He'd do anything to keep Joss safe. Joss knows she's alive because of him. He'll do whatever it takes to keep it that way. They intensely make out and take off their clothes. At Molly's place, Rick thanks his daughter for defending him. She just prays he's right, that Heather can be a functioning member of society. The client she would like him to drop is Ava Jerome, because she's the reason her baby is dead. Rick doesn't believe that. When Molly pushes back, he explains he's defending Ava for her. He sees his need for vengeance reflected in her, which scares him. Her need to make Ava pay is poison, and he doesn't want that for her. It's his job as a lawyer and her father to present the facts of the case to make her believe it was an accident. He needs to prove this to her so she can move on and heal. Molly rants over how empty her and TJ's apartment and relationship are, so she doesn't care about his concern for her vengeance. She tells him to leave. When TJ finds Lucas alone in the hospital break room, he confides how he and Molly have been growing apart. Tonight was a step in the right direction, but then they learned her father helped free Heather. Molly fiercely defended Rick with more emotion than she's shown for anything they've been through. Lucas commiserates over the loss of a child and admits he sometimes misses Brad, but he'll never go back. The question for TJ is, would he miss Molly? TJ doesn't want to lose Molly, but he doesn't know how many more hits they can weather. After Trina and the others have left the Savoy, Curtis assures Portia they'll protect their daughter. Portia knows the legal system couldn't care less. She wonders if a young white woman were the obsession of a serial killer and not a young black woman. Would that killer be going free right now? Curtis says they both know the answer to that. Portia cries over black women not being valued the way white women are. Curtis understands, but they have to focus on protecting Trina right now. Portia thinks the only option is to send her far from Heather and Port Charles. Curtis gravely counters that Heather will be the one to leave the city. Heather Weber is never going to be a problem again. At her apartment, Trina nervously grabs a mallet when there's a knock at her door. However, it's just Gio who heard the news and came to check on her. Trina vents about Heather going free and getting a big payout after killing 5 people. Gio says the best way for him to express his feelings is through music and suggests it's to sing for her. Trina is wary, but he urges her to think about it. He also volunteers to sleep on the couch. She gives him the mallet for protection. Diane drops in on Robert to tell him she just saw Holly with Sunny. That's not the worst thing he's heard about her today.